Okay.
Yeah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Karim Export Management webinar 0411. Good afternoon in Jakarta. Good evening. Good morning in Mauritius, and very good morning in London for Andre.
Good morning.
Very good morning. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce. This is the three speakers, and four moderator with me is our close team in Indonesian house. Okay. Let me throw back a little bit what we do. We are in a position that Indonesian has opportunity to go to Africa. Let me share some slides. Can you see it?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Terima kasih.
Now is we call it the webinar in Karim webinar, Karim Export Management 0411. So we start in if we do it 4 November, so the code name is 411. There are three speakers that will fill in this webinar. Number one, his Honorary Consul, His Excellency Mr. Salim Yonas is our partner. Mr. Salim Yonas is the Indonesian Honorary Consul since 1996, which is I was still in colleague. So I believe Pak Salim know many things about Indonesian and to Mauritius and to Africa. So for your comparison in Indonesian civil servant or the ministry or whatever it is, normally for one position only 3 to 4 years. So you can imagine Pak Salim know how many ambassadors you
25 years now.
25 years. So
yes.
Our point is when we decide that Indonesian house will start from Mauritius in Africa, we do think deep about it. Then Pak Salim, I think will elaborate on this more, Pak. Number one. Number two, Mr. Said Tapsi. Thank you, sir. My very best friend and discussion on this Indonesian house. Mr. Said.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Mr. Said will introduce himself, but Mr. Said was civil servant. You are civil servant of Mauritius, right? And now
I was working for the Ministry of Industry and Commerce.
Yes, and now involved in the small medium enterprises business community in Mauritius. So
yes.
Mr. Said will talk about the Mauritius side. What is the opportunity to join with Indonesia, Indonesian House, and the cooperation we can do in the future? Okay. And number three, maybe it's just surprise if we always say that Indonesian House of Karim will go to Africa, but the speaker now from London, Mr. Andre Chong. Okay. Andre is based in Mauritius, but now stranded in London. Is our we were discussed with Andre 2 times in Jakarta. I don't know how many times we discussed by phone. So Andre is international business. Andre will address you guys, the ladies and gentlemen, why we choose Mauritius, what is the opportunity in front of us, not just simple export, what the collaboration. Okay.
Good morning.
This is what we always said in Karim webinar, ladies and gentlemen. To do export, from our philosophy, is not just put your goods and put the price on it. We know that export actually is B2B or maybe P2P business, and P2P business, you have to understand your partner, where they are going to. So your buyers, your distributors in other country is not only the seller, but it's your partner to grow. So that's why in Karim webinars, in export management, we said we draft about there are 8 muscles to be an export management. Number 1 is product development. Number 2 is market choice. Number 3 is expo. Number 4 is diplomacy, and then sales administration, shipment, payment, and complaint handling. If you master all these things, then your export is succeed. But if you master only product development, you go export only because the price is cheap. So this is the idea we said we will deliver to everybody in Indonesia and to Africa. And to introduce you, where is Mauritius? This is Mauritius, small island in the east side of Africa. But why we choose Mauritius, I think Mr. Sahid and Mr. Salim will explain why the Mauritius is the best first stop for us to do Indonesian house for Africa. And we already have samples and vendors in the room now since December 2019, last year. Apparently, there are some planning we need to slow down because of the COVID-19. I think everybody know that, but Alhamdulillah, from this moment, from this situation, that the export market in the world changing, everything changing now, we are in good shape. We are in a good shape. By July, end of July, we do the soft launching. And last 2 weeks, Mr. Sahid, Mr. Salim do the business gathering, so people coming to us and see the product. But why? Because we see the Indonesian business to Africa is very small now, only 5% compared to what Indonesia export to the world. And this 5%, if we can look deeper, 90%, 70 to 90% of this 5% is dominated by two products. Either it's paper, A4 paper by Sinarmas or April paper, or the palm oil industry. Meanwhile, the 70% of Indonesian producing, what Indonesia produce, is from the craft, coffee, seafood, furnitures, wedding gown, sofa, and craft, handicraft, and spices. So for us, this is the product that you cannot sell only by online. This is the product that people willing to touch it first, seen, and tested it. That's why when we think about to develop export in Africa, we have to open a showroom. We call it Indonesian house. So why less presence of Indonesian in Africa compared to other part of the world? Because Indonesia less professional salesmen. The salesman's job, we are less on it. We have a lot of producers. We have a lot of production team, but we are less on professional salesmen. So normally now Indonesian product occupied by traders. Traders will never educate you the market. So what we do Indonesian team is addressing the issue. Mr. Sahid, Mr. Salim, Andre, me, and all the teams. We have a lot of teams in Mauritius, in Africa, and also in Jakarta. We put ourselves as the professional salesman of your product. So like this way, like yesterday, only last 2 days, we have a deal with Mr. Anton Apriantono, agreement with Mr. Anton Apriantono. Mr. Anton Apriantono is former Minister of Agriculture of Indonesia. Now, Mr. Anton is the head of Indonesian Coffee Council. We present to Mr. Anton around 3 weeks ago our philosophy to do export on coffee. I think we said only 3 to 4 points. I said, coffee, sirs, you cannot sell by online. Coffee, you have to bring it and test it. The customer test the bitterness. The customer test the sweet. The customer test the after test, blah, blah, blah. Then you can sell the coffee. So you have to have the room for that. So from our philosophy then, and we have, inshallah, alhamdulillah, we have deal with Mr. Anton Apriantono. So the coffee now will join together with Karim for the export market. So I think that's all for me. Now I need Pak Salim to talk as your position as our partner and also the Indonesian Honorary Consul. What you see from Indonesia, Pak Salim, and what is the opportunity to do business to Africa via Mauritius first? Please, Pak Salim. Thank you.
Yes. Pak Karim, terima kasih for your introduction. First of all, let me say good afternoon, good morning, and selamat datang to all of you. Welcome to this webinar 411. And, as Honorary Consul of Indonesia to Mauritius, we have been doing a lot of work for trading, even for investment, and we did a lot of things together. So what we decided to open Indonesia Trading House because we see that Indonesian exporters are a little bit shy to go to Africa. So our mission here is to help you, together with our team, Karim, Said, and Andre, okay,
Tak
to
boleh
make
kayak gitu.
your
Nanti betul
products
sama saudara.
known, to make your
Enggak
products be
kayak
known
gitulah.
in Mauritius
Ngalah. Nggak
and
boleh gitu.
also to be known in Africa. So why we choose Mauritius, Karim has explained. Mauritius is a stable country where we have political stability, and Mauritius is where most of the Indonesian traders seems to trust us to get into Africa. So we must use this hub here to export from Indonesia through Mauritius into African market. This is to protect both parties. That means the exporter from Indonesia will be protected. We'll make a follow-up for you. We'll make sure that your money is being protected and you get the goods what you need. Secondly, Indonesia, the products is of quality and the pricing is reasonable. For your information, we have a lot of demand actually after our last webinar, and we have people looking for coffee, handicrafts, batik, furniture. So what we are trying to do now is to get the Indonesian part to expose their goods in our Indonesia trading house, where the buyers, the potential buyers from Mauritius and Africa can feel, touch, and give us an opportunity for them. You know, since COVID, nobody can travel for the moment. It's very difficult to travel. So we decided to bring Indonesia to these people so that they know what is the quality, how is the product. Yesterday, someone asked me, oh, I want to import coffee from Indonesia. Do you have somebody who is I can trust? I don't know. I lost money with other countries, you know. So this is where we are going to give that service. So now, Karim, I would like to add one more thing, okay, on this matter is about what are the exporters expecting from us, from your side there. We are ready to work. We are sincere, honest, protect your side, and we have to protect the buyer's side as well, that if they order coffee, we don't get tea or different products like, you know, from India when you buy this to get another products. And they love the Indonesian quality. So now people are moving towards the Indonesian quality, and you have a lot of goods already here. Indomie is here, Arnott's cookies are here. We have many Indonesian products already in the supermarket. So we are trying now to move further and expand this so that both countries can benefit from this trading platform. So thank you, terima kasih. Any question, please let us know.
Okay, thank you, Pak Salim. I think before our discussion, we have also Pak Anton Sinambela here from the Foreign Ministry. But let me finish with the three speakers first. Mr. Sahid, let me throw back the question to you. I need you to address the audience. What is the benefit and what is the opportunity for us to do in Mauritius, especially in SME sectors, because 70% of Indonesian economy coming from the SME?
Yes, first of all, I would like to say Assalamu alaikum to everybody.
Waalaikumsalam.
And I would like to convey my gratitude to the Honorary Consulate, Mr. Salim, and yourself, Mr. Karim, for setting up this Indonesian house, Indonesian training house. First of all, I would like to tell you, all the participants, normally Mauritius, we are exporting all our goods from South Africa, some from Malaysia, India, and some from France. But these goods, they are very expensive. And now it's a good opportunity after COVID that we tap the market, Indonesian market, like Salim just told you about it. We have to penetrate the Indonesian market because we have seen that Indonesia, we have good opportunity, good quality product. and we can tap this market. I will be frank with you, gentlemen, all the participants. I have seen your batik, very interesting. I have seen also your furniture, your cookies, your handicraft products, and also I have gone to cosmetic. I know that Indonesia is a halal hub, and you know now everywhere people are going for halal product, and I think Indonesia is a good opportunity. Now to penetrate this market, I will be frank with you. We have every year about 5 fairs in Mauritius.
5 fairs.
Yeah, 5
Regular one.
Regular one on international level. So I spoke to Mr. Salim. If we can, those manufacturers from your part can send all the goods, selected goods, like cosmetic, textile, coffee, frozen food, we can take a booth in this fair, which will be under the umbrella of the Indonesian house,
SMEs.
SMEs. Yeah. So, of course, we have to pay the custom, everything. I have already spoken to Andre and Salim. We have to devise any strategy how to market the Indonesian product. This is a big opportunity. Can you hear me, Karim?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Said. But when did it start? Because after the pandemic, we are freeze. Is it starting now for the expo in Mauritius?
Yeah, but recently we have about 4 fairs because you know Mauritius is COVID-free.
Yeah, now COVID-free. But what about to accept the guys?
But the big problem when your participant will come, they will not be able to come to attend this fair. I don't know what will be the protocol for quarantine next year. But next year, I've got the list of all 2021 fair. We can participate, take a booth. But what is most important, all your manufacturers should send selected product to the Indonesian trading house under the umbrella. It will be transparency, because I myself have been working for so many years at the Ministry of Industry and Commerce. I know all the rules of custom, how much to pay, everything, the transport, everything. I've already spoken to Salim. We can have this product, but we should know whether your manufacturers will give a credit or 1 month's credit. And then we will send you back the money. But all this should be, we have to devise a strategy. I don't know whether Salim can intervene what I am saying.
Andre, you want to intervene, please?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, well, pretty much Salim and Said has covered really what I wanted to really mention. However, saying this, coming back to exactly to what Said is raising now, perhaps that is a discussion really going forward with each individual seller we have from Indonesia as regards to whether there's any credit terms or payments up front and so forth. But what we would like to assure our Indonesian partners is that why Mauritius as a hub to Africa? Obviously, as Salim and Said have covered already, Mauritius is a country of good governance, has a very large offshore sector where most international countries use Mauritius as a hub. Now, if in case some of you are not aware, Mauritius is not a natural producer of many products, apart from sugar, perhaps. We are a natural country of importers, not just for domestic demand, but for re-export to Africa. Why? Is because the traders prefer to use Mauritius as a hub, particularly for the procedures from A to Z, from the procurement from the producers to the exporters, all the way through to the end of the end buyer. There are safety payments. Mauritius now is introducing digital banking. So therefore, the payment process is nice, smooth, and easy. So therefore, we protect the seller and the buyer. So that's the main reason why Mauritius is a hub to export or import the products and the commodities. But again, as regards to the credit facility, I think that will be a discussion to have with each individual seller and buyer.
If I can add something, Andre, concerning the credit facilities, all these should go through Karim International and revert back to our Indonesian house here.
Correct, but also that I think our bankers can also get involved with that. So therefore, it will give a comfort factor to all the sellers and the buyers.
And the buyers, and also we cannot import any type of product. We are going to give you a selected variety of products which can be sold here. You understand? We have to target some products. For your information, I have seen in the Indonesian trading house, handicraft is a good commodity. Furniture, frozen food, textile, cosmetic, coffee, shoes, leather. These are the products which can be sold here. And why we are doing that fair, participating in that fair, and people will know what are the products, because Indonesia should capture this market, Mauritian market. I know Indonesian products are cheaper than Malaysian product. You agree with me?
Yeah, cheaper than Thailand also.
Thailand, yes, and now Malaysian also are importing from Indonesia. So it will be a good turn. But I tell you frankly, Mr. Karim, the buyers should have this trust on our team. If you don't have trust, you cannot just give credit. You should have this trust.
Yeah, let me add up to that, Mr. Said. That the main problem, not problem. One of the challenges to Indonesia to Africa is trust on the payment. You know that. Yeah. That's why so far we always said that payment in advance from Africa to Indonesia. We know that China give a lot of credit to the business communities. Apparently, what I know, I think Pak Salim also updated that Indonesian government tried to boost the export from Indonesia to Africa, and appointed the Indonesian Exim Bank to do it. Before we start in Mauritius, by 2018, we start these things in Lagos. So the Indonesian government, the Indonesian Exim Bank request our main contact in Lagos, who that the government, the Indonesian Exim Bank, will facilitate the payment. Just on the, you see, come on, no, I will not put in online, but Lagos and Mauritius. So more risky about the payment, but Indonesian Exim Bank go into it and help. So wait. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to address the audience that is, I know for sure that Indonesian government looking into it. That what we do in Indonesian house, I think Pak Salim agree, can explain. I don't think the government can do to each of you in SME. That's why we have an Indonesian house, which is we can facilitate in Indonesia, all our team, and somebody can facilitate in a buyer side also. So, back Pak Salim. Hello?
So Karim, I think for the SMEs, the government has already a government institution, which is business for SMEs. So for them, they will get a loan, they can get facilities. So this is organized. So if they export from Indonesia, I don't think we will have a lot of financial or payment problems. So let's start, and these people will be paid on time. We can say, okay, let's say 30% down payment. By it is on the sea. We give another 20 payment. When the goods come, we give another 30. When we receive the goods, we can pay you. Can?
Yeah,
Sorry,
the point,
let
Mr.
me-
Sai, the point there are a lot of initiative from the Indonesian government to boost this thing, Mr. Sai, on the finance. So we just try to
Sorry.
focus on the market now.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me just add to that, just to clarify. Part of Indonesia's house duty, so to speak, and this is why we are deeply involved with Karim, is that our team, let's say, for example, any buyers you may have from Africa. Now, let's say, for example, if a buyer approached the seller directly and he has a lot of uncertainty as regards to the buyer because he doesn't know who the person is, has never met him, he can then forward that contact detail to us, and we will do our due diligence on that person to verify he is a genuine buyer. That is part of our duty. So therefore, that is part of the protection of payments, which, to the buyer, to the seller, and so forth. Okay? So therefore, we are there to protect, to do the due diligence on the buyers as well. That's part of our behind the scenes process before, a buyer or a transaction takes place between the buyer and the seller. So we want to assure you, we are there to verify that the buyers are genuine. Additionally, on top of that, and this is the reason, we are involved with Mr. Salim Jonas as well, with his connections with all the ambassadors. We have the access to the ambassadors in the African states, in the African countries, to double verify whether these are genuine buyers as well. Okay, so that's something you need to bear in the back of your mind. We are in contact with all the consulates around the African countries to ensure that we are not dealing with what we call scammers in the financial industry.
Karim,
Yes.
I should add something for the fairs. The only way to make an awareness of the Indonesian products in Mauritius is to participate in the forthcoming fair 2021. We are going to select not all the fairs, but we have the government fair, we have the accessories, all this. We are going to make a list, how much it will cost, everything. We will work out the budget and then send to you. And then we can book a booth. Maybe we will put Indonesian pavilion. You catch my point?
Yes, that's good.
Okay, gentlemen, let me try to move to another sector. Let me address the audience, Mr. Said. Audience said that
let them ask question.
Yes, sorry. What we just discussed is what Mr. Said said, that Indonesian house team, we are planning to, actually we are planning since last year, right, Andre, that we should have at least 4 to 5 expo in the futures, which is we already booked, because we really know that to win your export market, you have to present a lot. So what we address,
not only product, Karim, these gentlemen, they should also culinary, that is cultural of Indonesia.
Food festival.
Yeah, the Indonesian festival, right?
Festival,
yes. We can make an Indonesian festival from A to Z, from the products until the cuisine.
Yes.
And with the help of Salim as honorary consulate, he will get all the facilities from the government of Mauritius.
Now we will get sponsor for this. This one we can get sponsor.
Okay. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, so let me move to another sector, all the speakers. So that is our plan. We delay because of the COVID.
I think no, but Karim, you have to, it should not be one-way traffic, two-way. Let them ask questions.
So please, before I need address Andre to address some issue, but before that, gentlemen, the audience, if you have any question, I don't want this panel dominated by 4 people. Please, a question or discussion. There are many players in here. I mean the vendors, and also from the Pak Anto is from the. Pak Anto, are you there? You are from the Trade Ministry. Will there was in Nairobi.
One small intervention, Karim. This is very important for all the people on the platform today. That after COVID, of course, before and after COVID, Indonesian citizen can come to Mauritius, no need visa. 1 month
no need
visa
visa
free.
now.
No need.
Excellent.
Yeah, but after COVID, they will, because Indonesia said because of COVID, there is a visa process. But if there is no COVID, actually, we already back to normal with no visa for all Indonesian. Just buy ticket and come.
Visa on arrival.
Thank you.
Yeah, visa on arrival. Already established, already approved by government in parliament.
Okay, thank you. So we ask the question. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have question? Please raise your hand. Hello? Oh, I put it.
Feel free to ask the question, no matter how silly you think the question may be, please.
Mungkin kalau ada Bapak Ibu pengusaha yang tertarik untuk jajaki ekspor ke Afrika, atau juga I don't have a specific question right now. I just want to say hello to Pak Salim Yonas. Hi, how are you, Pak Salim?
Fine.
I was in Nairobi. I was in Nairobi before when you just inaugurated as Indonesian Honorary Consul of Indonesia in Mauritius. It's a long time ago, 96, I think, and you invited
1996 during Pak Alatas minister.
Exactly. You invited Oki Asokawati, the model fashion show.
Oki Asokawati and the team.
I think I do agree if you want to organize Indonesian festivals sometime next year, of course, and by inviting some cultural performance artists or also Indonesian cuisine, it would be great. And I was in Nairobi 4 years, and that's why I follow what Mr. Karim is doing right now by establishing Indonesian's house. That's what it's also part of my responsibility to talk to the business people here. Hey, go to Africa because you have a lot of potentials in Africa, especially East African countries, because I know exactly the potentials. Yes. When I was in Nairobi, I brought 37 business people from Uganda to Jakarta. They were so happy. It was in 1996 before I returned back to Jakarta. And that's why, and also in Nairobi, we sold a lot of Indonesian product, but it's very traditional. I mean, Kenyan business people come to Jakarta and bought things, 2 or 3 big suitcase and brought to Kenya. So
suitcase,
cash and carry. But now, since Indonesia has established Indonesian African Forum, which is the fundament of this cooperation is about economic cooperation. That's why I'm campaigning to my fellow business people here in Indonesia to go to Africa as soon as possible before others coming to Africa, because I know we have a lot of opportunity and also potentials. And about the competitiveness of Indonesian product, I think Mr. Salim Yonas knows very well. We have good products, which is very competitive in African market, especially East Africa. So back to the questions about financing. Yeah, I think Karim has mentioned about Indonesian Exim Bank. I think it's necessary for Pak Karim, Pak Isnandar, to sit together with people from Exim Bank in Jakarta to introduce this new establishments of Indonesian presence in Africa. So the Exim Bank in Jakarta will know and will contact, doing some contact with the a kind of bank correspondence to establish bank correspondence with banking in Mauritius. I know that.
Exactly, Pa. This can be done, definitely.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one question, please?
Yes, please.
You know, in Mauritius, those Mauritian participating in international fair, they are subsidized by the government of Mauritius. Because when I was working at the ministry, there is a special scheme for them to participate in fair. The government pay the booth, air ticket, everything. Do you have this scheme in Indonesia?
Yeah, not all. Only what, because for instance, a state bank usually has several SME, small and medium enterprises, under their auspices, and they send these SMEs companies to attend fairs in other countries. Of course, it's not automatic, but the government channel it through state-owned companies.
But
or
Exim Bank, is it
banking.
a private bank or government bank?
Government,
No,
it's government.
bank.
Government
So
bank.
they subsidize. This is a good opportunity for you to participate in our next Indonesian festival.
I think
that's right.
Karim, I think next time we should talk to SMESCO. We can make a link
Yes.
between SMESCO of Indonesia
Yeah,
and SMESCO of Mauritius. We can sign an agreement with them.
Let me update the from number one from the what Pak Anto said about the Indonesian Exim Bank. I already start the job 2018 with Indonesian Exim Bank. We're doing one transaction in Lagos, Pak Salim. So it's backup fully. The safety of the transaction is backed up by Indonesian Exim Bank. Is doing well. So, ladies and gentlemen, for what Pak Anto said, that is very correct. I think I will find time again to come to Indonesian Exim Bank on behalf of Indonesian House of Karim International and Jonas. So, for you for the SME, because normally the Indonesian Exim Bank will see the bank, so you see the volume of blah blah blah. So it's better for you to join us and in the Indonesian House programs, and then we go to Exim Bank so they can see maybe the facilitator or whatever in the countries on the country of destination side, let's say Indonesian House, or the buyer that we know is others. I mean the valid buyers. Is it that correct that Indonesian already Indonesian Exim Bank I think do a lot of facilities for that. Soon I will go again to SCBD ya Pak ya, wilayah SCBD.
Yeah, I know that the newly appointed director Pak Joko.
Oh, let's go with you,
Pak Joko. Yeah.
Let's go with you.
He's very supportive and also very cooperative to intensify bilateral trade.
Yes, we are doing that.
Yeah. So you have to go.
We are going to sign a PTA soon. The PTA is ready. Maybe because of COVID, we are delayed, but maybe by March, Indonesia will already sign
Indonesia and
PTA.
Mauritius PTA.
Yeah. Already, all the draft is ready. Just need to go to Parliament.
I see.
Ratification. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
the reason. Another information,
question, gentlemen. Andre, before the question, I need you to address the gentleman. Let me introduce Andre a little bit. Andre, I think Andre first, not first maybe, I don't know. Your long-term career on the coffee industry, okay, on the coffee business, okay. So Indonesia have a good coffee, but I think on the export market, we have a good product. We are not mastering the product. We are not mastering the market, okay. So please, maybe you can address what is the situation. Head-to-head comparison of what Indonesia can do against our export competitor like China, Vietnam, blah blah blah. Please,
correct. Yeah, yes. My background many years ago did start in the commodity markets. Actually, I was a coffee trader on the London Commodity Exchange. When I say a coffee trader, I did plenty of drinking of it, that's for sure. But grading the coffee beans and trading and hedging on the futures market. That was my very, very first career back in 1979, 1980. I'm a great lover of coffee. As you most would have been seeing throughout this conference call, I have been drinking my coffee. And guess what? It is Indonesian coffee. So I managed to get hold of some Indonesian coffee, and it's something actually I took from Jakarta last time with me. I had it
when you were in Jakarta on March.
Yeah, we took a
So,
lot of
I had a
stock.
packet.
Oh, the coffee you're talking about in the apartment. I remember that.
Karim,
That's right. Yes.
Karim,
So,
can I ask you one question?
Oh, yeah, please.
yes.
But Andre still talking. But
I just heard about the Exim Bank.
yes,
It's good for you, Karim International. You go to see together with that gentleman.
with
You
Panto.
prepare. I gave you a list of fare where you can go and see that you have the intention to bring the Indonesian product to
We will, Pak.
Mauritius through a
We
fair,
will.
so
We
that
will.
you can prepare a budget. How many people are interested? We start planning because now it's 2 months
Yes,
remaining for
we
the
will.
end of the year. It's need a lot of preparation. We have to calculate the freight. You cannot bring by air. It will be very costly. You have to see about the freight, sea freight, how long
Yeah.
it will take to reach Mauritius. There is a lot of planning to do.
Yeah,
And
sure,
Okay,
sure.
let me cut
Karim,
you
take
first
care
before
of this,
going to
huh?
Andre. We will do that because we delay to launch on only in July because of the COVID. After
Yeah.
from July to October, we have I think a lot of new vendors. So that's why we are collecting the new one, the total new how many vendors new, and then we go to Exim Bank. But our vendors before July and after August is totally different now. But now in the coffee itself, I think after our agreement with Pak Anton in the Coffee Council of Indonesia, I think we have at least will be 20 to 30 coffee vendors, and then we'll talk about sector by sectors, and
Yeah.
and we need to talk with the Indonesian Exim Bank how to finance this because there are 30 vendors, so meaning the payment have to go to 30 company in coffee only. So, but I think we are on a good track. Sorry, let allow me to give time to Andre first. Andre, please continue.
No worries, no worries. Yep, as we were saying, so I think coffee is certainly going to be an important commodity for Indonesia to export. You know, it doesn't matter where you go around the world, there are huge coffee drinkers. I myself, I'm a lover of coffee. I used to drink about 20 cups a day. I have now reduced that to about 4 cups a day. Yeah, obviously I consume too much in my trading days. So I think, yeah, coffee is going to be a very important commodity for you guys to look to export. You know, if you look at the likes of Nespresso, they've done very well with their marketing. They've hit the markets internationally very, very well. Even in Mauritius, you know, they've got some small outlets in Mauritius, and they are selling very, very well. And if I look at the quality of your coffee, I would say it's exceptional. And there's no reason why we can't hit the international market, even the likes of the UK. And that's one thing I want to elaborate to everybody on this forum. We need to think about looking at doing a trade deal with the UK as well, because UK now is looking for trading partners. You know, everybody talks about China being a very competitive export market. That's not necessarily the case today. In fact, it hasn't been the case now for the last 5 to 7 years, simply because of their foreign exchange issues, okay? And in particular, with the strengthening of the renminbi. It's making their cost of their exports more expensive, one with the currency, two, the cost of labor. It's all going up. So we definitely have an edge now. Indonesia has an edge over China for a lot of its export products. And we need to make the most of that opportunity whilst we can. And I think that window is going to be there for at least the next 2 to 3 years to come. So again, coming back to coffee, you know, that's something we need to look at exporting for Indonesia.
As soon as possible.
Exactly. Some great opportunities. So, you know, our ideas is we need to look at different strategies of marketing your coffee. And the best way, as you know, is by tasting. You know, we've already had plans to take these out to the local supermarkets in Mauritius, you know, giving samples out for tasters. Let these people get a flavor of Indonesian coffee. And in particularly countries like Africa and Mauritius, they like the simplified way of making coffee. And I think that's something that Indonesia offers.
Simplify meaning go to instant coffee, Andre?
Correct. Absolutely. You know, you got the way you got the packaging. It's, you know, pour in a cup, you know, the hot water goes in and that's it. You got your coffee. You know,
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
very
African
good.
countries in Mauritius, they like that simplified way of
But,
making coffee.
sorry to
Personally,
Sorry
Sure.
to interrupt you. Yesterday there was a mini coffee tasting, and I was invited. I brought the Indonesian coffee that we brought last March, and the people said, "Wow, this is tasty. That's good." So you see,
Yeah.
there is a potential. You see,
Correct.
yeah. In Grand Bay yesterday there was a small tasting in the ocean on the ocean restaurant, and they loved it. Eh? They say, "Can I have more?" I said, "You know, this is from March." So there is a big demand.
Karim,
You know,
There's
even for the
3-in-1 also,
domestic market
Karim,
in
eh?
Mauritius, even for the
Karim?
domestic market in
Yeah.
Mauritius, we can see some demand there. You know.
Yeah, there is a big demand. For the 3-in-1, Africa will drink a lot, the 3-in-1.
Karim.
Kopiko or
Yeah,
any brand.
Mr. Zaid, wait. Yes, Mr. Zaid,
Sorry,
please.
you know me. I'm thinking most for the fair. You know, when we Indonesian product will be in our fair, we can tap the vicinity island, Madagascar, Réunion also.
Yeah, regional.
Reunion Island,
Regional.
regional fair.
You know,
Yeah.
Madagascar, you have 25 million people there, bigger than Mauritius, and you go there for 2 hours by flight.
I know that.
And this fair we can replicate to Madagascar, Réunion Island, French colony, 45 minutes.
45
to go
minutes.
there. Yeah, you see, me, I'm thinking of the all the buyers or all the potential manufacturers in Indonesia.
Potential
can tap-
buyers.
Yeah, potential buyers, and also these people will get an opportunity if we organize this fair next year.
Okay.
Next,
Andre,
we have
before question for Mardian, anything you want to explore first? Explain again.
Sorry, say that again.
You are you finished with your first explanation, or you have something to continue?
Yep, that's fine. No, that's fine. Yep.
Let's come from the
We need
audience.
some
I think-
question. We need
Yes.
some question from the
Yeah,
Indonesian side, Pak Karim.
To Pak Andre, can I ask something to Pak Andre? Pak Karim?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, sure, Pak
Yeah,
Anto.
Pak Andre, I know that your core business is coffee, and Indonesia is one of the biggest coffee producer. My question is, are you also importing? Are you only importing the green bean coffee, or are you also looking for the roasted or ground coffee of Indonesia? And we have also instant coffee, like Mr. Karim said, 3-in-1 coffee. So we have coffee, sugar, and milk powder in it. So it's very efficient for travelers and also for busy people. But my first question is,
the 3-in-1 is #1 selling in Mauritius. Mr. Said drinks the whole packet per day, 10 packet. If you send me now, tomorrow everything is sold. Your 3-in-1, Kopiko,
Okay,
all the brand. Yes, they love it. All the parties. Do you have Indonesian coffee?
Sorry.
Okay, I'll try to persuade my friends to come to communicate with Mr. Karim or direct
I
to
told you already, we have orders, sir. We have orders tomorrow. If you give me the 3-in-1, I have an email now. I just got an email. I need coffee. Tomorrow I pay you. Cash down.
Pak Anto.
Yeah.
Allow us to update for the 3-in-1. We have buyers.
Yeah.
They are looking for Indonesia. We are doing
Okay,
communication
all right.
on the
Yeah.
branding.
Yeah.
So the branding
But
belongs to Mauritius. The production in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Very
In
good,
answer to
Pak.
in answer to your question, basically, I'm not importing coffee personally myself now. That was many years ago when I was a trader. But in answer to your question, as Salim has said, if you look at the supermarket or the retail business, yes, the 3-in-1, the instant coffee, is something you should be definitely looking at. However, saying that, there are markets we can look at where we say we export the roasted beans to those specific countries as well. For example, I mean, it's not something for us to look at right now, but there are a couple of hotels in Mauritius that actually make and do their own roasting at the hotel on the site. Okay, so
That's
yes,
the main
there are
target now for the brand.
Correct. For example, there is a new brand of coffee in Mauritius called Lux Coffee, which is part of the Lux Hotel Group.
Ely Coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they have a couple of coffee shops on the island. Now, you can say to them, try our beans, try the Indonesian roasted beans. So that's something, yes, that is a different market. So we're talking about the retail market and let's say the commercial market. So two different markets, but there are
commercial
for both.
wholesale.
Correct.
There is
Karim?
demand for both. Yeah.
Correct.
Karim,
Yes.
do you have on the platform somebody doing frozen food?
Frozen food,
Of
yes.
course.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. Here there is a lack of dry shrimps.
Yeah. Just last month.
I
Yeah,
told
Pak
you
Salim.
that.
Last
I
month
told you that.
Yeah, last month somebody called for the dried shrimp, but I think who's the guy? I forget. We were talking different species. I mean, the different
Eagle brand.
Yeah,
Eagle
different
brand
because
was the guy.
we are
Mr.
studying because
Iyashad.
what they got from Malaysia, Pak Said, and what they're offering
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Indonesia
Iyashad.
is different.
Yeah, he's doing all the spices. He's in the spice business. This is also good business. Spices.
Spices.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the spice, Mr. Iyashad, the eagle who's
Iyashad,
importing
yes.
from Malaysia. Yeah, he
Yeah.
wants to import from Indonesia. He burned his hand in Malaysia.
Yeah.
What is most probably importing from Malaysia is most probably from Indonesia anyway.
No, anyway, from
Yeah.
Indonesia. So about the shrimp, Andre. Last month we tried to get a dried shrimp. Okay, the dried shrimp from what Ishad get from Malaysia and what it got from Indonesia, I think we conclude is totally different. Because
Yeah,
the
different.
side is from the fresh and you purposely prepare for the dried shrimp.
Mhm.
So that's why the price is a little bit high. But when we see the price is very low in Malaysia, we assume that it's an excess stock, something like that.
Yeah, excess and quality is not good.
10%, 20% is okay. Maybe it's similar, but if the price is 400% different, it's totally different.
Let me add to that. In the shrimping business as well, it depends where Malaysia has actually imported their shrimps from. For example, if you look at a lot of shrimp farms, they may be using, should we say, antibiotics or biotics, chemicals for production. And those shrimps are not particularly healthy. And I know for a fact that Indonesia does not use those chemicals to produce their shrimp. Hence, the price is higher.
And
So correct me if I'm wrong there, Karim.
Yes.
Karim, there is also a good market in Mauritius for cookies. Huh?
Cookies, yes.
Oh, yeah, we have a lot.
Nuts.
Yeah, you have to work on it.
Yes. Okay. Let me ask
And also ladies slipper.
Let me ask from the audience any question on any issue, any opinion, because I have my chat from the audience, but nobody want to talk directly.
Yes, please do ask some questions because
you can talk by Indonesia. Don't worry, Pak Salim can understand Indonesia.
No,
also.
Karim.
Yes.
Let me tell you, if I have seen some ladies on the platform, they can speak their language and then you translate.
Okay, maybe Karim, maybe you will get some questions later on, or perhaps even by email.
Yeah, we have question, Andre. We have question from the WhatsApp group of the audience. I think the one they want me to speak the question. What about the accessories market? What do you see about accessories? I think Indonesia have a lot of craft industry in here. What do you see the opportunity in not only Mauritius but in the East Africa?
Your basket is #1 selling. The one that Mr. Jeremy ordered, you know. And another lady also just opened a shop and I gave him your contact details.
Basket,
she's
right?
interested also. So even for Africa, she will export back to Africa. So these products are #1 selling. The baskets. Yes.
So
quality is very good. Pricing is very good.
For the accessories, actually the #1 selling when we launch, Pak Salim, right? So we already deliver for 3 delivery, and now we are I can consider the 3 delivery only. The 3 order is the tester. Okay, I mean
Yeah, I tested, but it's selling already sold.
Yes.
Everything is
Already
sold
on the-
according to Karen.
already on the waters. Already on the waters.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, especially the one who raised question, Bu Yuwita. Now we are on the stages, especially for the craft accessories. We are on the stages for long agreement. I mean,
Yes.
Jeremy now request a lot of catalog, Pak Salim. So they will
Yeah, we
choose.
need to have catalog and design what you have, different basket sizes.
Okay.
And you have to calculate all these price in dollar, USD.
Yes, in dollars. So for sure.
Another,
Yeah.
can I ask Pak Andre?
Yeah,
no,
let
no,
me
Pak-
ask.
no,
let
Pak
me give
Andre.
the opportunity for the audience, Pak Antowen.
Yeah,
Bu
yeah.
Heni or Bu Cesar first?
Halo.
Bu Heni, please, Bu Heni.
Oke, halo.
Can you see
Ya,
your video?
selamat
Can you-
datang.
Selamat sore,
Selamat sore, apa kabar?
dengan saya, dengan tim-tim yang hebat ini dari Pak Karim. Ya, kebetulan saya ini kan mau bertanya tentang produk, kiranya bisa masuk nggak untuk beliau-beliau yang ada di mana ini perwakilan tadi itu. Untuk produk saya ini Moringa Ginger Tea, Pak. Yaitu teh jahe kelor yang saya paket dari bentuknya teh celup, sama untuk minuman yang berbentuk tea seperti rempah sama empon-empon yang saya modif jadi kotak begitu. Saya kasih aluminium foil dalamnya dengan standing pouch. Ada apa ya? Isinya pokoknya ini dari herbal semua. Tapi yang masalahnya kita ini urus izinnya ini yang karena kita UMKM ini Pak. Masih PRT sama ada izin nutrisi sudah. Merek sudah. Terus yang ini yang BP POM ini kita masih kesulitan. Apa bisa sekiranya kita ini UMKM yang baru muncul dan kita nanti bisa bergabung gitu Pak. Itu saja Pak Karim.
Okay.
Makasih.
Let me transfer to English, Mr. Said and Pak Andre. So Mr. Salim, maybe you can stress the sense of the question. The question is the Bu Heni has the product of the
herbal tea.
Herbal tea.
Yeah. Red ginger. Yeah.
Red ginger. Empon-empon is very Indonesian. And then moringa. Okay. So the herbal tea is one of the sectors, Bu Heni. I think we have also some sample from Volatif, right, Pak Salim there. And we need to enlarge this group of the healthy product. I mean the herbal tea, herbal products for some specific group like a coffee, what we do in coffee. Yes, we have market. Pak Salim, please add later. And number one. Number two, the question is, what about I need Pak Salim to address. What about the regulation? Because Indonesia, there are regulation to for small medium enterprises. There are BP POM, blah, blah, blah. And what is the situation in Mauritius side, Pak Salim? Can this
of course, all the herbal tea are imported from China. You have Vietnam. You have everywhere. So it's not under regulation.
So no need for big company, right, Pak Salim?
No need for big companies because this is like a tea. It's herbal tea. As long as on the box is written in English what is the composition, that's all. And then it's OTC, over the counter. So no need any application or license.
Oh.
Not that difficult like what you do in Lagos with the NAFDAC.
No. This African is to make you pay the license to make money. No, here is not like this.
Yes, they pay the license to make money. $7,000.
Yeah. So here no.
Language.
Huh?
No, you have to put it in English or French, but preferable you'll have to translate it in English. The composition must be English. The rest you can put, but you have to put composition in English.
That is, Salim wants to say you have to put the label in English.
Okay, I already done.
Okay, bagus Ibu.
Nggak terlalu rumit Bu Heni, lebih enak. Jadi BPP-nya juga
Oh, I see, I
banyak.
see. Iya,
Okay.
kita sudah ada di komposisi moringa ginger tea-nya itu sudah ada 2 bahasa, Pak. Saya kasih Indonesia sama Inggris. Jadi
Ya,
komposisi
bagus. Oke, bagus.
ingredientnya sudah ada Inggrisnya, sama how to serve sudah ada, begitu.
Okay. No worries,
Yeah,
no
thank you.
worries. You can ask Karim to send sample for tasting. Me, I know that I drink the red tea. I always, when I come to Indonesia, I buy the red ginger tea.
Yeah, we ready for serve you.
Terima kasih ya.
Sorry, let
Makasih, Bu
me
Eni.
just add.
Andre, please.
Yeah, sorry, let me just add to that. You know, in particular when it comes to food products, and that's something we need to verify, Salim, basically. For food products, if it's for domestic use in Mauritius, there are certain criterias we need to make sure that we obey by in regards to the food or the product content, for example, salt and so forth, and the chemicals involved. Okay,
Yeah.
because there are strict requirements in Mauritius for that.
No worries.
However, if it's for import to export, maybe that's a different matter. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe we would not have to meet those strict requirements. But if it's for domestic use in Mauritius, there are certain requirements, in particular in the food products, right?
Exactly.
However, considering a majority of the products from Mauritius, from Indonesia are already halal, I think they would qualify anyway.
Yeah, it's already halal and approved.
Yeah.
But you know, Andre, one thing is that now we in Mauritius, they have something very interesting. Every product you have one-stop shop. So you go to that custom broker, he will tell you exactly what is the code, what is the duty, what is requirements. They'll fill it up for you. They'll do all the processing for you. One-stop shop.
That's good. Yeah.
It's good to know for them.
Yep, that's what I just want to add for the food products because that's
Bu
important.
Heni, the summary to Mauritius is not that hard about the regulation compared to other country or even to domestic Indonesia. But what Pak Andre addressed is different case if we sell from Mauritius to another country. So we're facing the regulation.
Yeah, for African market, then maybe we have to see what is the regulation.
Yes.
But let's start with Mauritius. If it's selling very well, then we move on.
Okay. Bu Cesaria, please. Because
Ibu Ika.
Hello? Lost connection.
Okay.
Halo? Okay, so another question from somebody else. Pak Anto tadi mau bicara, Pak?
Ya, mau tanya ke Pak ini Pak Said nih. Since his background is from the Ministry of Commerce, so I would like to know about the standard for and certification for food products. I know that Andre has mentioned it before, but I just want to know specific information about the procedure for regarding the sanitary and phytosanitary regulations of Mauritius, and also for food safety standard. Do the Indonesian exporters need a kind of certification for food products exporting to Mauritius, or is there a kind of like hazard mechanism from the US or Europe introduced by the Mauritius government?
EU standard.
Any products?
You have to go through the EU standard, European Union standard.
I can answer you briefly on the food sector. You know, if you want to import food, you have to go to the Ministry of Health. Okay.
Health, yes.
You require the certificate of the manufacturer. This is one certification. Okay. You have to give the sanitary certification. You have to give the what is the composition, the ingredients.
Yes, composition.
You have to give all these. And then you have all your labels should be well in English or French. Okay? This is very important because we have a section, and then you have to give a sample before you export to Mauritius. You send a sample. This sample will go to the Mauritius Standard Bureau. If it is for
They just check it.
if it is for food, it will go to Ministry of Health.
Ministry of Agro.
If it is coffee,
Agro industry.
it will go to the Ministry of Health. If it is for building, construction material, it will go to the Mauritius Standard Bureau. Okay, they will check. If it is CEE, as Mr. Salim is telling you, we will go for that norm, then they will accept. Then you can export to Mauritius. They are very rigid on this for the food sector.
But most of the Indonesian products coming in, like Indomie, all these nuts, cookies, tea, all is already up to standard until now.
Yeah,
we never had an issue with them.
But there will be no issue. But you have to go for this.
All the certificate must be there. Yeah, prove your certificate that you are doing for export quality, export standard.
Yeah. But brother, if you don't have this certification from the health government body, laboratory registered by Indonesia, you won't be able to export.
Yeah.
Of course. This is good. This is good.
Because we need to share this information with the Indonesian producer or exporters.
We will share it.
What I can do, I can by tomorrow, the day after, I will send you to Mr. Karim all the requirements from the Ministry of Health by mail to Mr. Karim, and then he will revert back to you.
Yes, please.
What are the requirements for food sector?
Assume if I have a certificate already from certain countries, like from Europe, one of the European countries, should I need another certification from the Mauritius government?
No. Let me tell you.
Okay, that's enough.
EU approve is already
okay. That's good. That's good. Yes.
No, listen to me, sir. If your certification comes from a registered laboratory in Indonesia, whenever part of the world it is recognized, they will accept.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Very good.
Any other question on the food sector?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Said. Thank you.
Yeah. But don't worry, I will send you the mail to Mr. Karim, all the regulations governing the food sector. You can have a look.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, so many chat with me cannot talk in English. Please, you can talk by Indonesia, no problem.
Okay.
Bu Nur, please you can talk bahasa Jawa juga nggak apa-apa, Bu Nur.
Bahasa Jawa nih, serius?
Ya wes, monggo.
Oke, selamat sore semuanya. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Saya bahasa Inggrisnya nilainya 3, Pak. Sorry. Saya bahasa Indonesia aja. Bahasa Jawanya juga belum begitu bagus. Ya. Saya mau tanya gini. Alhamdulillah produk saya itu rempah-rempah sih ya. Mungkin sudah diwakili sama Ibu siapa? Ibu Heni ya. Ada jawabannya. Cuma saya nggak paham. Tapi jawabannya saya nggak paham, Pak Karim.
Nah,
saya pengen tanya itu, kira-kira di sana itu, Afrika itu untuk rempah-rempah itu apakah perlu perizinan tentang apa ya? Tentang perizinan seperti di Indonesia, misalnya kayak uji nutrisi atau HACCP atau apa yang itu, terus maksudnya tuh. Dan selera di sana itu seperti apa sih kira-kira gitu loh. Selera kalau di Indonesia kan seleranya kan standar ya, soft mungkin biasanya gitu. Itulah rata-rata. Kalau di sana tuh gimana ya?
Okay.
Mungkin itu aja.
Okay, gentlemen, the question is about, again, actually similar with what Bu Heni raised just now about the herbal, okay? The herbal drink, Pak Salim. So I think Pak Bu Heni, we already answer. Kita udah jawab kalau herbal drink itu lebih, sebenarnya pertama regulasi di Mauritius tidak serumit yang lain yang dibayangkan. Satu. Kedua, apa namanya ya?
Karim, for any food sector, whether drinks or cookies, frozen food, you need that certification of health from your country.
From the country, yes.
Or origin country, that is, whether it is Indonesia, you need that certification. Otherwise, they will not accept.
I know. So, but the Indonesia, there are a few category of this.
Now, I give you one example. If you import cosmetic from Indonesia, you have to give one sample to the Ministry of Health, and then they will transfer to the Mauritius Standard Bureau, and then they will check what are the ingredients, composition, because they are afraid it can spoil, you can have skin disease if it is not in conformity with the health sanitation. You catch my point?
Yes.
You need that certification.
Okay, let me address Pak Said. So, Bu Nur, the question is same with Bu Henny. We already answered that. Regulation, yes, we need regulation for this, tapi tidak serumit yang dibayangkan. PRT itu bisa, gitu ya, itu dulu ya. Kemudian, what about the second question from Ms. Bu Nur is what is the test? What is the customer, the public Mauritius test about that's why we have the Indonesian house, so people can test it. So whatever that, let's say they want more sweet or blah blah blah, that people have that. I think, Andre, after the question, I need you to address the audience that we are planning to import some of the samples and we go for. Okay, but before that, Andre, let me give the opportunity to two audience. Number one, Bu Teti, and the second, Pak Yefri, for the question. First, Bu Teti first, please. Bu Teti, are you there?
Ya, Pak.
Ya, silakan Bu Teti. What is the question?
Terima kasih, Pak. Selamat sore semuanya, Pak Is sama Pak Salim, Pak
Afternoon,
Sahid,
sore.
ya, Pak Andre, ya. Ini Pak, saya pengen tahu peluangnya decaf kopi untuk pasar Mauritius, ya. Kebetulan kan kami ada produk decaf coffee yang organik, yang grade-nya grade specialty gitu, kita siap gitu. Insya Allah sudah ada lisensi organik meskipun dari dalam negeri itu Pak, sudah ada under lisensi dari laboratorium dari Gajah Mada University juga. Itu peluangnya sebesar apa gitu Pak kalau untuk pasar Mauritius atau mungkin negara sekitarnya? Syukur-syukur sih bisa nyebrang ke Europe gitu Pak.
Okay, let me address the question. There's very specific question about the coffee. I need you to address, my bro. I already talked with Bu Teti, I think last month, ya Bu. They produce a very special coffee, decaf coffee, Andre, decaf coffee. Yeah. I forgot about the mechanism, but it's different. I was thinking something else of decaf coffee, but it things different and very special, limited numbers. What about the market for this special coffee?
Okay, when she says special coffee, I think I heard the word decaf and organic coffee.
Decaf and organic, yes.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, you know, any if you look at organic products, you know, it's a different market. Okay, so again, you would have to speak for different countries. Okay, let's say for example, now I'm in London. Okay, I see organic products everywhere. Okay, and it depends on the individual themselves. Now, in the UK, there's a lot of people that are vegan, a lot of people that actually do focus on organic products. So there is a good demand for organic products. And again, when you look at organic products, there is a premium attached to that word organic. Okay, so again, it's a question of price, what the individuals, what the retail market wants to pay for those organic products. As regards to Mauritius, there are certain organic products, but I would say that's a limited market. Okay, now in Africa as well, there are organic products, but I think the world in general is thinking about going organic. So yes, there is a demand for organic, but in Mauritius initially, maybe a limited market because if there's a premium attached to that word organic. However, if we can get organic products at a reasonable cost, then that should be pushed into the market. Yes.
Okay. Bu Teti, is it answer your question? There are market, but for Mauritius is not big because it's on the population. But
Yeah.
I think for Mauritius to go to another country, to South Africa, to Europe, is open opportunity, like Andre.
Correct.
Okay. Bu Teti, is okay for you? Another question, Bu Teti, before I go to Payefri. Okay. Payefri, please.
Oke Pak, terima kasih Pak.
Thank you, Bu Teti.
Okay.
Payefri.
Yeah, Assalamualaikum. Good morning, all of you. How are you?
Morning.
Liz, Andre, and all. I just to know regarding the habit for during the snack time or tea time. For sometimes the snack they need eat some like the peanut, whatever there. No, we have new products. Actually, it's not my own product. They create caffeine coffee crispy like the peanut. So during the maybe tea time, or maybe during your watching TV, compared to eat peanut, peanut have some cholesterol. So they made it coffee crispy. They caffeine coffee crispy, robusta. They caffeine coffee crispy. Is it interesting for this Mauritius market? Maybe the sort of the Mauritius market country.
If you look at it, any healthy foods,
Yes.
so to speak, any healthy food product is an interesting market, and it should be tried no matter which country, technically. Okay, so again, we're not just looking at the Mauritian market, we're looking at the African market, we're looking at the Indian Ocean Rim, we're looking internationally. So yes, I would say, we would certainly like to try those samples of that product and then test the market. To be honest, there's only one way of finding out. We need to test the market. And I think this is an opportunity with Indonesian House to pretty much test all the products you have.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
You have to test the markets out there, what the demand is, what do they like or dislike. In Mauritius, typically a lot of people do love snacks. Okay, snacks are sold very, very quickly in Mauritius. As I was saying to Salim, Saeed, and Karim yesterday, one of the biggest products that's sold in Mauritius very, very quickly are very simple potato chips, crisps. Okay, yes. Potato chips are sold. Those type of snacks, like you said, if you've got a snack that's like made out of coffee, we can only try the market. It's a new product, and people are always willing to try new products.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so definitely, yes, it's something,
something different.
Definitely would like to get a sample of that.
Yeah, something different compared to eat the peanut, whatever, the not healthy product because of maybe cholesterol. So they have to design this kind of
Andre, I test this product. It's very unique, bro. So something like you're chewing a coffee cherry.
Yeah, no, it's good because people are becoming more health conscious now. Yes. So anything healthy, people will try.
Okay, good. Maybe I prepared the sample. Yeah, it's actually not my own product. It's not my own product. I'm just selling the machinery.
Karim, can you hear?
I can hear you.
Yeah, but the thing is a bit silent. The volume.
No, for me.
Karim.
Yes.
Do you have organic fertilizer?
Organic fertilizer, Indonesian have, but I know it. Do you have a request now, Mr. Said?
There is a big demand in Mauritius now.
Okay, good.
Organic fertilizer for vegetable, flowers growing, all these.
Okay.
Now, the Ministry of Agriculture asked me one question to put you, Mr. Karim. We have letchi in Mauritius. You know that fruit, letchi, longan?
Longan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you have dwarf plants in Indonesia? Dwarf. Those who are very small, they can produce after 2 years. Do you have this?
I don't have the idea yet. Sorry.
No, now we are producing longan letchi. The trees are very high. and now we have a problem of the bats coming to eat all these longans. You know that.
Problem of what, Mr. Said? Sorry.
The bird.
The bird. Okay.
If the trees is very high, they come and eat all the longan. Now they want to have the dwarf plant.
Andre, are you there?
Yeah, continue, Mr. Said. Continue first.
No, are you listening to me?
I'm listening to you. The longan and then the birds.
No, you have the birds, but they are eating all them because the plant is too high. Now Mauritius wants the dwarf plant, very small plant, which can produce after 2 years in tropical region like Mauritius. Do you have these plants?
The seed?
No, the plant. Potted.
The plant, the tree.
Yeah.
I have to check.
Cangkokan itu, Pak.
The Agriculture Ministry. Ya, cangkokannya, Pak. Apa longgan itu kan apa ya? Duku ya?
Leci.
Not, I don't want big trees because the ministry asked me to contact you if you can have these trees potted.
I need to check, Pak Said. I don't know yet.
No, do you have leci at your place?
No, I don't know.
No.
Maybe somebody leci bukan beda ya, Pak Anto ya?
No, I don't think Indonesia is a grower of lychees. No,
we don't have leci.
But in Malaysia, you do have. Malaysia, very near to you, you have a lot of, let's see, longan coming from, I think the plant coming from Thailand and China.
Yeah, but not from Malaysia, Pak, maybe.
Yeah.
China, mostly from China.
I'm just asking you if you have this.
No, I'm not aware about it.
Because they are willing to do a nursery here in Mauritius.
Yeah, I'm not aware about it. Okay. Another question. Before I need to ask Andre about what we will do on the snack. Andre, please explain what we discussed last night.
Okay, on the snacks, I think it's, I'm very, very keen, or should I say we are very keen. What we should be looking at doing is importing, whether that's a container or 2 containers of these various snacks. And I would like to go out to all the supermarkets in Mauritius initially, and then start putting these out as samples and tasters as a marketing spree for the Indonesian products, the snacks. Because as I said, snacks
My
are big
battery is
sellers
getting
in
flat.
Mauritius.
Okay.
Sorry, can you guys hear?
No, you can charge it, Pak Salim. Continue, Andre.
So basically, the idea is to import some samples, or to purchase some
In 5
snacks
minutes,
from
I will have
Indonesia.
to leave because of my battery.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then we just simply like to try and test these out into the market to get some feedback from the industry in Mauritius. So that's something we would like to try and start as soon as possible. Obviously, we have to bear in mind in COVID and make sure we got all the necessary certificates to import all these products. But I think that's a way forward, in particular with the Mauritian market initially for the snack industry.
Okay.
So Karim, I think that's something we need to work on. I want to get some pricing, and then we take it from there.
Yeah, let me translate because some of the audience need to translate, Andre.
Sure, absolutely.
Bapak Ibu, ini buat snack. Snack itu adalah salah satu snack ya, makanan ringan itu seperti keripik itu salah satu yang prioritas kami sebenarnya dari dulu. Dari pertama kita dirikan. Kenapa kemarin kita belum gencar karena lagi COVID kan, nggak bisa ngumpulin orang. Makanya yang kata Pak Salim tadi itu yang pertama penjualan itu kebanyakan dari craft. So what Andre saying is buat snack kita mau lebih agresif. Indonesian House Team mau lebih agresif. Kalau kemarin Bapak Ibu juga nitipkan sampel ke kita for free kasarnya, kita malah mungkin akan membeli sampel itu. Kita mau beli beberapa sampel, kemudian kita akan pergi ke, bukan cuma di Indonesian House-nya, kita pergi ke mall-mall dan kemudian lakukan below the line atau sampling lah. So I think dalam waktu dekat kita akan kumpulkan siapa aja yang snack. Kita beli mungkin half container, setengah container, bring to Mauritius and do the sampling on the supermarket, right, Andre?
Yes.
Okay.
Just to the industry in general, but your biggest marketing spree will be in the supermarkets because that's where everybody goes. So we're better off trying our marketing there within the supermarkets itself. Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I said, Andre, or what I discussed in what I said in Bahasa just now. I said that the snack is one of our priorities since we start this business, okay, last year. We slightly paused on the snack because of the COVID. That's what Pak Salim explained, that our number one sales now is from the craft. So what we will do in Indonesian house, or what we just discussed last night actually, Andre saying, so far you guys, the vendor, give us the free sample. Thank you very much. But I think the Indonesian house will go more than that. We will purchase, right? We will purchase.
Yeah, we'll purchase it. Yeah.
We will purchase from you around half containers total. So
yeah.
That's why the purchase will be we do the below the line sampling, not only in our venue in the Indonesian house. We will go to the local supermarket in Mauritius, right, Andre?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, so I think bapak-bapak, ibu-ibu ini peluang besar karena terus terang kami memang banyak program yang kemarin kita agak pending karena COVID ya. So bukan cuma kita taruh di Indonesia kemudian kita pasif. We have a lot of program ke lapangan, langsung menyerang ke market lah, intinya begitu. Jadi buat snack, buat kopi kita udah punya stagingnya. Kemudian buat snack kita punya stagingnya yang seperti Andre bilang barusan. Silahkan nanti snack kita kumpulkan. Malah kita mau beli half container, right, Andre? Around half container, we budget in a half container, we bring. So,
it depends how much we need and what's more cost effective. It might be more cost effective whether it's a half container or one container. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, depending on because so we need how many as much as possible of sample, but doable for the sampling, right? So let's say doable for the sampling because we cannot only one box or whatever because we need to do 3 times, 5 times, or 10 times sampling. And we need to do half.
Pak Karim, I will have to leave because my battery is very low. Maybe another 5 minutes.
Thank you very much.
Terima kasih.
You are lead this team very well. I'm very thank you and very honored to work with you.
No, thank you for yourself. Now let's work. Let's start selling all the Indonesian products.
Thank you, Pak. So
I'll send you an email now about people looking for coffee, looking for different products.
Yes. So our number one sales still in craft, but we need to do another sector, right?
Okay, sure.
Thank you, Pak Salim. So, ladies and gentlemen, please say your regard for Pak Salim.
Terima kasih. Have a nice afternoon. Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the one, Andre. Any question from the audience about the snack or and about on our program? Again, we will purchase on the samples and camping on the spot.
Boleh, Pak.
Silakan, Pak. Dari Pak Fajar ya?
Iya, Fajar, Pak.
Silakan, Pak Fajar.
Oke.
Silakan kenalin dulu karena nggak tahu.
Iya, saya baru bergabung, baru pulang dari masjid. Ya, terima kasih Pak. Saya Fajar Fredian dari Ciamis, Pak. Bicarakan tentang snack tadi ya, talking about snack ya. In Ciamis, West Java, there are a lot of banana chips actually, and then keripik singkong juga, Pak. Cuman kendalanya di sini perizinan, Pak. Gitu. Kira-kira gimana, Pak? Bisa dibantukah atau seperti apa, Pak?
Oke, pertanyaan itu ya, Pak ya. Okay, the Andre, let me address the translate the English. Is it coming Pak Fajar from Ciamis, West Java? I think 4 hours driving from Bandung to southeast. Okay, so the question is about the banana chip and cassava chips. Cassava chip. From the Mauritius point of view, I think it's one of the request product, right, Andre? Right?
Correct. Yes. Any kind of like dry fruit products. Is good. Is a good seller. Yes.
Yeah, number one. So actually, from the market point of view, in Mauritius is the one of the request product. So a lot of products we can bring this because every you guys have different flavor. So there are opportunity for that. But to be honest with you, for West African, Andre, we do more. We bring the Indonesian to collaborate with us, West African and. What is called provide them, if you can join with the West Africa, because they have 100 hectare of the plant, so you can join together. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So in Mauritius, in this Indonesian house program, I mean, so not only selling, where we challenge you to collaborate with Africa, because Africa
Yeah.
have the a lot of
Produce.
produce
Yeah.
the cassava in cheaper, but I think the creativity to make cassava root into the chips is Indonesia have it. Oke, paham ya Pak Fajar?
Ya.
Saya ulang bahasa Indonesia atau gimana Pak? Maaf.
Boleh Pak, sedikit Pak.
Ya, jadi kalau pertanyaannya apakah marketnya ada, itu ya. Jadi kemarin waktu Andre di London di Jakarta pun kita beli banyak gitu ya. Contoh-contoh keripik singkong, keripik pisang. Kalau untuk Mauritius itu welcome langsung. Nah, kami di Indonesian House di Karim juga kita melihat lebih dari itu. Beberapa teman-teman itu kita lagi coba pasangkan dengan teman-teman yang kalau di West Africa tuh beda lagi Pak. Bapak menjual keripik singkong ke West Africa tuh walaupun bisa sekarang, nantinya nggak akan bagus karena mereka punya kebun singkong, kebun pisang itu bisa 100 hektar satu keluarga Pak.
Oke.
Jadi kami selalu malah mengencourage-nya kalau Anda bisa membuat keripik singkong, kenapa tidak join dengan orang yang punya kebun singkong di sana gitu loh Pak Fajar.
Iya, kita di sini memang banyak Pak produksinya ya, makanan ringan, keripik singkong, terus keripik pisang gitu. Memang kan di sini banyak kebunnya, gitu. Maksud saya apa namanya, kita terkendala untuk perizinan Pak, kayak BPOM sama halal kan belum ada, paling PIRT saja yang sudah ada gitu. Bahkan kerupuk putih pun kita di sini banyak pabriknya, makaroni seperti itu Pak. Gitu, makanya cuma kita kendalanya masalah BPOM dan halal Pak.
Kendalanya tuh mohon maaf ya Pak, saya tajam. Itu tidak dapat izinnya atau maaf
prosesnya lama Pak. Jadi gini, kita prosesnya lama Pak untuk perizinan untuk pembuatan BPOM dan halal itu prosesnya lama Pak untuk ke instansi terkaitnya gitu.
Oke, gini ya Pak ya. Ini saya update dikit. Saya tahu Pak Anto, mohon maaf mungkin Pak Anto sudah nambah nanti dari government anyway Bapak. Saya tahu di ngurusin situ lama, saya tahu proses itu. Tapi saya juga tahu sebenarnya kalau kita ke ekspor banyak hal yang tidak perlu diurus Pak. Gitu loh Pak ya. Jadi ada beberapa aturan, itu aturan edar di lokal dengan aturan ekspor. Itu beda Pak. Jadi banyak, jadi jangan digabungkan nih. Jadi bapaknya rumit. Ada kita kadang-kadang jadi clear dulu. Kalau Bapak menjual di lokal sekalian ekspor, Bapak ngambil dua aturan langsung dikumpulin ya berat. Dan dari dua ini yang paling berat itu justru di izin edar Pak.
Betul.
Izin edar di dalam negeri. Tapi kalau Bapak mau ekspor doang itu lebih ringan Pak. Karena negara itu mensupport Anda mau ekspor.
Oke.
Dulu filosofinya di sana dulu ya.
Iya.
Kedua, itu dari kita, dari sisi negaranya. Pak Anto mohon koreksi ya Pak Anto ya, karena saya bukan. Nah dari sisi buyernya, dari negara buyer, Mauritius itu memang perlu ini dan mereka like Andre said bukan arahnya untuk memproduksi Pak. Right Andre, Mauritius is not producing country because of the population and because Mauritius will go to services country.
Oke.
Mereka malah happy kalau Anda memproduksi. Nah, makanya kami selalu bilang kepada perusahaan-perusahaan seperti ini, ada dua alternatif buat Bapak. Bapak menjual brand Bapak. Misalnya brand Bapak Fajar Chip. Itu Anda sebenarnya itu cost buat Anda. Karena Anda menjual brand, orang di sana juga bilang, Pak Fajar, di sini harus registrasi, uangnya mana? Karena brand Anda.
Iya.
Tapi kalau Anda mengambil, I can produce seperti ini, mau brandnya, brand siapapun saya produksi, itu lebih cepat, Pak.
Oke.
Paham nggak? Jadi kami selalu di Karim ketika kita dapat vendor yang jadi klien kita selalu nih, Anda mau jual cepat atau mau bangun brand itu, karena jangan pikir bangun brand itu tidak ada cost untuk di situ. Seperti
betul,
ya, saya nggak ngomong Mauritius, misalnya Nigeria itu untuk daftar nafdak tuh $4.000 bukan $7.000. $4.000 ya 70 juta Pak. Daftar doang.
Oke.
Sementara kita bayar lagi
di sana.
Betul ya Pak Anto? Ada tambahan Pak Anto?
Ya, teman dikit aja Mas. Jadi memang ekspor ini kan harus disiasati. Istilahnya sedikit ini dah kreatif gitu Pak ya. Tadi Pak ini yang dari Ciamis terbentur dengan masalah sertifikasi halal dan juga JINPOM. Mungkin gini Pak, saya rasa kirim aja dulu contohnya ke Mauritius sambil menunggu proses. Karena kalau Bapak nunggu proses sertifikasi halal dan POM itu kan tadi makan butuh waktu.
Betul.
Nah, ini kan dan belum tentu mereka setuju nanti. Bapak udah ngarap sudah kebut di ininya Badan POM dan juga sertifikasi halal, ternyata mereka nggak sesuai dengan selera kami. Nah, mungkin ini dulu. Jadi sekali jalan aja Pak. Nah, kedua, saya nggak tahu. Mungkin kalau Mauritius itu nggak begitu ketat dengan sertifikasi halal karena ini makanan dari buah kan, pisang dan ini singkong. Nah, mungkin kalau di dalam negeri kita seperti Pak Isnar katakan tadi, ini agak sensitif, maksudnya harus ada sertifikasi halal. Tapi kalau untuk ke luar, yang penting mereka itu higienis food safety standarnya, Pak. Nah, food safety standarnya kalau di Eropa atau Amerika itu HACCP standarnya gitu, bahwa Bapak memproses keripik singkong atau pisang itu benar-benar memperhatikan higieniknya. Itu yang mereka lebih butuhkan. Karena ini. Yang kedua, tadi memang ini perlu disiasati juga. Mungkin Bapak bisa sebagai produser pakai label mereka.
Karim.
Ya, label mereka. Jadi Bapak terima order nih. Di Ciamis. Misalnya keripik singkong Said gitu kan. Nanti ya udah itu urusannya Pak Said nanti Mauritius gitu loh Pak. Jadi ini juga salah satu mekanisme ekonomi kerjasama dalam konteks ekspor impor ekonomi. Nah itu. Tadi ada masukan yang penting tuh Pak Is dari Pak Said that you have to put the information di package-nya itu in French and in English Pak. Bahasa Inggris dan bahasa Prancis termasuk ingredients-nya, komposisinya itu it's a must Pak. Kalau ini. Jadi ini juga sebenarnya gampang karena di kita itu di Bandung, Jakarta, Bogor itu sudah banyak penerjemah yang handal yang ini Pak. Jadi jangan sampai kelupaan itu Pak. Nanti Bapak udah dapat sertifikasinya ternyata masih dalam bahasa Indonesia. Itu percuma juga nanti Pak. Jadi di awal-awal Bapak sudah minta aja komposisinya ya, terutama yang kalau kita bicara yang tadi si Andre bilang tersangkut masalah kesehatan, kadar lemaknya rendah, non kolesterol, kadar gulanya rendah. Itu penting Pak bagi mereka. Nah, tapi yang jelas, at least saya nggak tahu apa bisa bahasa Inggris saja atau bahasa Prancis. Tapi kalau bisa dua-duanya Pak. Jadi nanti kalau Bapak juga mau ekspor ke negara lain yang bahasa Inggris sudah nggak ada masalah. Jadi nggak perlu bikin dua kali. Ini sering ada kelemahannya di kita di situ Pak, yang penjelasan dalam bahasa lokalnya, bahasa Inggris atau bahasa Prancis. Mungkin itu sekedar masukan.
Karim.
Mungkin nanti Pak Karim bisa bikin kecil lah.
Can I ask this gentleman, do you have a certification body of halal in your country like Jakim in Malaysia?
Sure.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
But this is fantastic. This is very good. So on the frozen, on every food product, you can put the logo of halal.
Yes.
This is very important.
Yes.
Because now people are going for halal. People are talking halal cosmetic, halal pharmaceutical, halal tourism, halal banking. Now halal food also very important for us. Okay.
Allow me to address with Pak Fajar in bahasa first, Pak Said dan Pak Andre. Pak Fajar gini, di ekspor ini ada dua. Yang bosan kan nyambungin Pak Anto. Pak Anto makasih banyak gitu ya. Pak Anto penjelasannya enak banget. Jadi gini Pak Fajar, kalau untuk jual brand itu perusahaan-perusahaan sekelasnya Indofood.
Betul.
Jadi kalau buat kita, mendingan jadi produsen provider ya. Membikin itu yang Pak Anto sebut. Nah, saya sebenarnya beberapa kita bimbing terus terang. Bahkan pabrik itu sebenarnya banyak pabrik itu yang bisa tanda kutip bukan under name doang, memang pinjem pabriknya Pak.
Oh gitu.
Pak, kebayang nggak Bapak? Jadi ada orang yang punya pabrik, ini ya Pak Anto ya, ada orang punya pabrik keripik singkong, kalau kapasitas untuk penjualannya nggak nyampe produksi 1 minggu 7 hari, kan Anda bisa pinjam 2 hari awal-awalnya.
Iya.
Ini yang kita lagi bangun Pak, terus terang. Dan saya lihat ini di orang London yang lain, ada temen Neville itu di rokok bertiga, dia itu nggak punya pabrik, Pak. Pabriknya pindah-pindah aja, tapi dia punya kemampuan meracik.
Oke.
Ya,
Ini yang loss nih di kita nih. Kalau semua
ya benar.
kita semua bikin pabrik dulu, ini lu jual habis itu mungkin udah bangkrut duluan, Pak Anto.
Iya.
Boleh
Pak.
Pak. Ya saya tertarik Pak untuk yang produce-nya itu Pak.
Yeah, that's why what we do is you have to have the capacity to produce on specific tasted, okay? Tesnya enak, then we try the market.
Oke.
Oke, ini enak tesnya, you produce. Begitu loh Pak Anto, betul nggak? And then you go to registration. Don't do vice versa. You register this which is all cost, and the market not accept.
Ya.
Kan Pak Fajar nggak perlu merek, yang perlu kan barangnya laku terus
barang
jual.
Laku,
kan?
Betul Pak, itu Pak.
Mereknya mau pakai.
The discussion was the gentleman, Mr. Fajar, have the capability to produce the banana chips. Okay? So what I said, his question was, what about registration, blah blah blah. I said there are two directions, which is you can test it the market first with our platform in Mauritius. Then let's say you have 3 samples, which one the sample accepted by the market, then you go to production, and then you go for registration. Not vice versa. You do the registration for 3, you spend for 3 registration, and the market is not accepted.
Yeah. No, obviously, look, any product that we're going to have going through Indonesia House, obviously the idea is test the market first, see where the demand is, because obviously there's no point in doing mass production in something that people don't want to buy or, just don't like the flavoring, etc. Okay. Now, it is a fact. I'm talking, let's talk just purely Mauritius for a second now. It is a fact that halal products sell very well in Mauritius. Okay. So that is number one. Any products coming in, technically, it's good if they're halal, because that will be your mass market for Mauritius. Okay. And again, the other sector is the flavoring. What is demand for certain flavors? Again, let's talk about potato chips. In England, people like salt and vinegar flavor, but in Mauritius, salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar.
Yeah. But in Mauritius, salt and vinegar doesn't sell that well.
No, we'll sell Indonesia also. Nobody will take.
Exactly. So, you're looking at chicken flavor. That sells very well in Mauritius. Okay. So anything to do with chicken, anything to do with spiciness, that sells very well. Now, you got some great potato chips that are spicy. I loved them.
Okay.
When I tried them, I loved them. So, we got to test the market with various flavors, various products. Then once we see the demand, then we know exactly which ones to produce and to import. And that's why I'm saying we need to try the market. We need to, to bring in those samples for us to purchase some products that we think will sell, because we know the market in Mauritius. So let us start ordering some products, and then we start testing the market in the supermarkets. And then we will know from there where the demand is and where the demand is not there. For example, banana chips, fruit chips, for example, even dry fruits, my kids love dry mango, for example. They're products that we should be looking at as well. So let's test the market with all your products first, and then we know where the demand and the supply will be so far as Mauritius is concerned.
Okay.
Karim. Yeah. Can I ask one question?
Wait, Pak Said. Let me.
There is one demand for pastry ingredient in Mauritius.
Pastry ingredient.
Yeah, because I myself have got a school of pastry. We need ingredients we buy from France. If we can have from Indonesia, it will be good. Halal ingredient for pastry.
Mr. Said, ingredient meaning unprocessed, right? Or semi-processed?
Yeah. You have the paste. You have the many things.
So you mean the flour?
Flour, yeah.
Yeah, he means flour.
Here there is a big demand.
Yeah.
There is No, what I want to tell Andre to Karim, we have to prepare a list. What are the demands of the Mauritian people? We send to you. Huh? What do you say, Andre? It's good.
No. That's what I've been saying all along. We need to. I mean, obviously, we need to test the market with different products.
Yeah, different products.
Yeah.
That
then
Indonesia
we can import.
We will put on the list to import. Okay.
Now I tell you.
Yeah.
I took this coffee from you. Can you see?
Wait, let me see. Spotlight.
Kopiko.
The Kopiko.
Oh, yeah.
This is
candy.
This is very.
Candy.
There is a big demand for that.
Yeah. For sure. I know the Kopiko is a lot demand from Africa.
Yeah, but this, as Andre told you, we can hire a space at the supermarket hall. We bring that coffee. We do a testing. We give sample. We give a small drink, and then we sell at the promotional price.
Okay. Let me address the audience what Pak Fajar tadi. Allow me to speak in Indonesia, okay? Bapak Ibu, coba diamatin berapa kali Anda atau teman-teman yang ikut trip berbiaya atau biaya sendiri pulang-pulang tuh ceritanya, aduh Pak, tak pikir wilayah itu sukanya yang manis, ternyata yang asin Pak. Benar apa tuh? Berapa kali ini kejadian gitu loh. Sementara market itu Anda harus mencoba dan cost-nya berapa kali untuk seperti itu. Saya sendiri sebelum bikin Karim Internasional pernah bawa kopi ke Toronto waktu itu, dapat brief dari teman-teman pemerintah dan briefnya salah. Jadi kami nggak mau nyalakan siapa-siapa, tapi maksud saya what we do in export, ayolah tes market dulu. Itu dan saya tahu tuh cost-nya tinggi sekali. Dan rasanya dengan gabung dengan polanya kita itu cost-nya Anda tuh rendahnya jauh, sangat jauh. Karena kita bisa melakukan testing tuh langsung ya kopi langsung 30 vendor gitu kan. Snack, potato chip, 20 vendor langsung nih coba gitu loh maksud saya. Jadi what I'm addressing the audience, there are a lot of expo. Indonesia do expo almost, I don't know how many times a year from the government.
Do quite a lot, I know. Yeah.
So, but when they come back from the expo, for me, is some ironic or bitter story. I was thinking that market love this strawberry, but they love chocolate. I take the wrong sample. Something like that is always happening. You get me, right? So they say that what we do to our vendor, our audience, you have to test the market. Sometimes when you listen to another advice, even our advice, the market will different. The best way is to test on the market, which is very costly for you if you go alone. So what we do what we do in Indonesian house, we can do it very efficient for you. Like we do testing, what we do for what we will do for coffee. We can test 30 vendors in one kit, in one event. Okay, test it. We can do like potato chip for, let's say, for 10 or 15 vendors in one kit. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Your audience, you get our sense, right? That's what we do. Then we can feedback for you because we are not the traders that we will get the big benefit for you. We'll give you the feedback. Oh, your feedback is you are too sweet, you are too salty, you have to be crisp, you have to be more crunchy. Because we are your marketing guy. Not only we are your marketing guy.
We are our marketing tools.
we
got me,
correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at it as a way we are your research department. Okay, we are your research, we are your marketing. Now let's talk about Mauritius. What are Mauritians typically like? If you look at it, Mauritian food is it's either very salty or very sweet. Okay, but now because of health issues, the Mauritian government now is thinking about guidelines on the content, and that's why it's important that your foods are tested in Mauritius and it has the correct certificate, for example halal and so forth. Now, if the salt content is too high or the sugar content is too high, it might get rejected because of health issues in Mauritius. I mean, you need to understand, if you look at the population per capita, Mauritius has a very high obesity rate.
Very high obesity rate.
Yeah, it has the highest in the world per capita.
Diabetes.
Per capita.
Diabetics, correct. So therefore, the Mauritian government, the health department needs to improve on that. So that's why now they're looking at the food contents of whatever we're importing, okay? So again, like I said, Mauritians either like it very salty or very sweet. So by knowing that their palates like very salty or very sweet, you already know what kind of products could start selling into Mauritius, okay? Because they like the sweetness or they like the saltiness. So coming back to my point, you know, it's important that we are there to know which products to import from Indonesia to test the Mauritian market. Okay, and that's why I'm suggesting that we go in the supermarkets, we do the potato chips, we do the cookies, we do the biscuits, we do the snacks. No doubt we do the coffee. We can even test with a herbal tea. You know, again, depends on the flavors you have. For example, you know, if you look at a herbal tea, I like something with ginger, but I don't think that will be the majority of the Mauritians' palate, so far as ginger is concerned. So we got to try the market with different products. And again, the reason why Indonesia House is there for all the manufacturers, all the producers in Indonesia, we're here to try and help you save cost, not do the wrong thing. Don't mass produce something that is not going to sell in Mauritius or in Western Africa or wherever. Okay, so we need to approach this sensibly and test the market first to see where we think the demand is going to be for certain products, whether that's sweet, salty, halal, no doubt, okay, but whether it's going to be, again, you know, again, sweet, salty, spiciness, and so forth on the food products.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Another question, because we already have 2 hours.
Yep.
I think I need to close because otherwise the YouTube will be too long.
Exactly.
We miss our salad.
Okay.
I think Karim,
untuk kirim sampel kemana Pak?
Any questions they have to email you, and then we can answer all the emails.
Yeah, now most of them are on the group, on WhatsApp group already, Andre.
Correct.
Okay. So Pak Fajar, nanti saya kontak Anda, kalau WA saya aja, nanti saya kontak. Sampel tuh ada yang ke rumah saya dulu, kalau yang makanan saya coba dulu. Ada ke gudang, kita punya gudang di Kapuk ya.
Siap Pak.
Karena kayak kemarin kayak sofa-sofa kalau rumah gua penuh deh.
Kita dicoba juga Pak.
Kalau sampel yang makanan kadang saya, ya enaknya bisnis ini kan nyoba-nyoba dulu Pak.
Betul Pak. Tester.
Tapi teman-teman, saya rasa Bapak Ibu dapat poinnya. We do the marketing job.
Okay.
So somehow you have to test the product. You cannot just think and expand, produce, and then the market said, oh, no, I don't like this taste. It's wasting so much cost, wasting. So what we do, we do the survey, not survey on the Google survey. We bring the sample, test to the targeted customer, right, Andre? So we give the feedback. We give the feedback to you on the test, on the packaging, on the design, everything. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's why we have the Indonesian house also. And to announce you guys to 2021, we expect to have at least 5 Indonesian house in Africa only, and the central will be Mauritius, because this is the central team. The central team will be Pak Salim, Mr. Sahid, Andre, me, and all the teams in Indonesia. In Indonesia also, there will be account managers for each sectors. I cannot handle coffee will Pak Ruli, and then the tea will be Pak Bunita, Bu Nina will handle craft. So we will do it one by one. We are providing you guys the total export marketing department, which is handled.
Sorry,
Andre.
Let me just raise one minor thing that maybe you guys can consider and think about. I have a friend in Mauritius. He is in the mass market retail sector, but mostly for electronics. Okay, I had a discussion with him prior to leaving Jakarta for Jakarta in March. He wants to go into the food side of the business. Okay, now when I say the food side of business, he's more interested in offering international branding of things like sauces, soy sauce, salad dressing sauces, okay, this kind of stuff. So if Indonesia produces this type of product, please do let me know. You know, for example, well, for example, in our household, we use a combination of different types of salad dressing. It could be the French salad dressing, it could be the Japanese salad dressing, it could be the Korean, you know, sesame sauce salad dressing. So they're very international. Some are Japanese, some are Korean. And there's a variety of different soy sauces. So if you have these kind of products, please do let me know.
I will.
Okay, because that's a product that is limited in Mauritius. You know, for example, if you remember yesterday, I had a discussion. There's one particular product that people like, but then the supermarkets run out. You have to wait 6 to 8 weeks before the next supply comes in. So there is a lack of consistency of supply. So that's another key factor we need to think about as well in the product offering.
Yeah, Andre, let me answer that to Adian Leno. The ingredient industry. That's what I call it ingredient industry. Ingredient actually I'm from chemist also. The ingredient industry in Indonesia quite matures. The ingredient industry. The problem, I think, what we always facing, the problem we try to sell our Indonesian taste to the world. We are not put our position to produce what the Mauritius want.
Yeah.
You got to ibu-ibu bapak kebayang ya, yang kita lakukan sekarang itu, kita menjual bumbu pecel keluar. Kita menjual bumbu ini di luar, kita itu bisnis ingredient. Yang dibutuhkan adalah kita memproduksi salad Italinya, which is itu sebenarnya secara produksi bisa. Kebayang ya? Itu yang we try to do. Andre, there are some brand I will skip on YouTube. Kupu-kupu.
Sure. Okay.
Kupu is always the brand is always when I was doing the expo in Toronto and in Guangzhou, they always there. They are strong there. But they try to sell the Indonesian tasty, like a pecel, gudeg to the world, which is your point is why don't they produce for the Mauritius market with the taste of Mauritius one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I think it's 2 hours. Right. Very good, Andre. Very good morning. You have to wake up early morning and deliver the webinar.
No worries. Okay, have a good evening, the rest of you, and have a good afternoon.
Mr. Said, Ayuza, thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Pak Anto, Pak Anto already dismissed. Bapak, Ibu, terima kasih banyak. Mohon maaf kalau banyak kekurangan. See you. And please keep contact with us and we'll do.
Okay, Andre.
Yes.
Terima kasih banyak. Semoga bermanfaat.
Yes, Pak Mr. Said.
Yeah, I'm very happy. We had a good session.
Yep.
Hello? Yes? Continue, Mr. Said, please.
No, I'm very thankful we had a good session today.
Yes.
Hope we must make something happen now.
Yes.
And for the forthcoming fair in 2021.
Yeah, I need the list. What is the expo we will participate, Mr. Said?
Yeah, I will give you the list by tomorrow. You know, I will give you tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We close the webinar now.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Okay, Andre.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Andre. Good morning, Andre.
We speak later, Said, on WhatsApp.
Huh?
We speak later on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Thank you.
Pak Every, makasih banyak. Pak Fajar, makasih udah join kita ya.
Karim, I wish to thank all the participants on this platform today.
Yes, please.
Guys, this coffee crispy. Like the bean. How to say?
Give us a sample. We send it to you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, bye-bye.
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 Assalamualaikum.
Thank you.